What if I said you were allowed to spend the night inside the haunted Winchester Stone Mansion? Would you do it? Sleeping in a haunted Victorian mansion with multiple spirits is definitely not for everyone. It would depend on the person's comfort level with the idea of ghosts and the supernatural, as well as their own beliefs and experiences. For some, the thought of staying in such a place could be thrilling and adventurous. Perhaps even a chance to experience something paranormal firsthand, while others might find the idea too unsettling or even frightening, preferring to avoid potentially terrifying encounters altogether. Ultimately, it comes down to the individual's preferences and comfort levels. Some people might jump at the opportunity for a unique and possibly eerie experience, while others would prefer to sleep soundly with any ghostly disturbances.
What's up, Rangers? Welcome back. Guys, I know this place doesn't look like much. That's because I'm standing inside. It looks like a dungeon, I know, but I'm standing inside one of the most historic mansions known to man in the state of Indiana. I'm standing inside of its basement right now, but better yet, I am standing inside one of the final burial places for a little girl that was buried underneath, right behind this very wall right here. I'm going to tell you the history about this place from top to bottom. I'm going to share with you everything I know and what I've been taught about this place. So with that being said, get ready for one of the most exquisite, beautiful tours on this channel I've ever done. Let's explore.
The Stone Mansion in Winchester, Indiana, is indeed a magnificent piece of Victorian architecture with a compelling history. General Stone's involvement in state politics and his alleged corruption allegations add an intriguing layer to the mansion's story. I find it so fascinating how the personalities and reputations of historical figures like General Stone can become intertwined with the places they inhabited, often leaving a lasting imprint on those locations long after they're gone. The idea of General Stone's ego persisting beyond death adds an eerie yet captivating element to the mansion's lore. I recommend visiting this place and seeing for yourself. And I hear the ghosts are friendly here, or are they? Exploring a place with such a rich history is indeed an exciting experience, especially for someone who appreciates Victorian architecture and paranormal encounters. The presence of multiple spirits, including General Stone, his wife Lydia, and Lydia's brother, along with other residents who have lived in the mansion over the years, adds a layer of mystique to the Stone's mansion's history. The story of these spirits, such as Wendy in her yellow dress and Lydia's brother, who passed away in the house, contribute to the mansion's reputation as a site of paranormal activity. I find it so fascinating how these stories and legends can become intertwined with the physical space of the mansion, creating an atmosphere ripe for exploring and speculation. There have been many documented encounters or experiences with these spirits by visitors and investigators. So now, let's explore and see what we can find.
All right, guys, welcome back. Today we are at the ASAHEL Stone Mansion in Indiana, and I want to show you what this place will look like if you were the owner coming right through this front door. If you were the owner, what would it look like if you came right through this front door? And this is what it will look like. Look how miraculous this is. You would think you would step into like a grand ballroom when you open these doors, but instead you're greeted by this beautiful staircase. Look at that, it almost looks like a wooden door going all the way up. Most wooden staircases, it would just be blank, but this looks almost like a wooden door. How cool is that? And we also have a nice looking sofa set right here. Original wood floors right there. And as you come in, you got a little settee area where you would take your boots and sandals off if they were muddy. You'll leave them right there. Hang your hats right here. Look how beautiful this paint job is too. It's like a teal, almost like a teal color paint. Beautiful painting. Got these cool looking light fixtures right here. Beautiful looking staircase. Look at the attention to detail on the wood of the staircase. Look at this. Got the nice carved designs and everything. Let's take a gander in here. Look at this room, y'all. This is what Urbex is all about. This is what urban exploring is all about. These beautiful, beautiful rooms from the past. Very time capsule-esque. So let's get to it. One of the first things that you see when you come inside this room is this beautiful piano. And guess what? It still plays. Still plays. Oop. And then you got all the music notes written right here. Look at this. And you got like a little miniature library too. Now I don't know if these books were original. I don't like to think they are. You got some economics, dictionaries right here, encyclopedias, all that cool stuff is right here. It looks original, but I'm not sure. And then up here we have some nice car looking pictures. Look at that. I really gotta give a shout out to the original painting, almost like a mural that's on that wall right there. That's really cool. And it says right here, this looks original. It says don't sit, so we will not sit on that. It's a beautiful painting right there. Definitely don't come here uninvited because they are watching. It looks like they have cameras right here. Look at this fireplace. This is unmatched. This is real marble, imported from Italy. This is fantastic. Look at all the details and everything in this. And this is, it feels like a real cast iron right here. Get a shot of the original flooring too. Look at all the dust on the floor. You could tell they were working here. Now, I don't know who that is in the picture, but I think that was one of the relatives of the family. So one of the family members that used to live here. And all the paint peelies off the wall. Looks like lead paint. And you would think this would be made out of wood, but it's actually made out of brick. And we got, I don't know if this was added later or not, but we got a cool book that says Handicraft for Handy Girls. Let me give you another shot of this. And guess what? The power does still work. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. This is the switch for it. You could turn it off, turn it on. We'll leave it on for right now. But I love how massive these rooms are. A lot of times when I go inside of abandoned mansions and stuff, the rooms are quite small. Even though it's a lot of square feet, these feel enormous. So let's explore this room. Let's see what's going on with it. And since we got Mr. Ted right here on film, this is Mr. Ted. He is one of the caretakers here for this mansion and your personal tour guide. Make sure you ask for him when you guys come. Yep. And here we go. I don't know if this... Ted, do you know if these little accessories right here are original, or you think they were added in later?
What?
These right here?
They were later.
A little later, okay. These are beautiful. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Look at this fireplace. They're in almost every room. Actually, you know what? I think I counted a fireplace in every room. And you got this iron. What is this for? This is to protect the fire from coming out?
Right.
Okay. Look at the original flooring, guys. It's kind of like a jade green floor tile. This is beautiful. And I know they're trying to save this place because it recently got hit by a tornado. It's a beautiful lady right there. And you'll notice in every room, it almost looks like wallpaper, but it looks more like a mural more than wallpaper. But they're different in every room. This is beautiful. Now, we do have power in most rooms. Some of the rooms do not have power, like this one. Ted tested out, didn't come on. I think they're trying to fix that, but look at this. We have really good natural lighting right here. And you gotta think this mansion is over a century old. It was built in the 1800s, so it's quite old. And if you want to come here as a guest, they did say, Ted did state, you can pretty much sleep anywhere down here or in the basement and just make yourself at home. This almost looks like a rocking chair. No, it's not. This is really cool. Let me stand back so you guys can get a good view of this. Now, as you see up there, that's a vent. I thought it was a heater, but apparently they used to have a kitchen and a 5-star restaurant here, but it is no longer in use. So that was the vent for the kitchen. This is so cool. Look at this. Now, I think this was original. It looks original. And definitely all of this too. All this plasterwork. And this picture right here looks original, although I could be mistaken. It says only one mother, hundreds of stars in the pretty sky, hundreds of bees in the purple cover, hundreds of birds that go singing by, but only one mother the whole world over. Look at these cool paintings. And I like the two-tone, kind of like a pink Easter kind of look we got right here. And of course, this beautiful fireplace. Let's gander off into this room right here. Let's see what we have. Look at this, y'all. Let me stand over here in this area. Let me walk over here because the sunlight is affecting the camera. But look at this. Standing over here in this area, this is what it looks like. This is beautiful. Now, not to be confused, this is not the original furniture. This is the furniture for the guest. And it is quite comfortable. Check out this fireplace. This is probably like one of my favorites, just because you got this little lady right there. It looks like she has long hair. All this is real marble, imported from Italy. This is really cool. And I believe he said they got the marble from the same quarry Michelangelo did, so that's pretty cool. And look at this. All these cool looking statues. Beautiful looking fireplace. As we come over here in this area, you see these beautiful tall windows that are double paned. I had no idea they did that back in the day, but apparently they did. And you can see outside and see what's kind of going on. Look at that. Unfortunately, the tornado came by and knocked all the trees down. They used to have trees galore out here, but now they do not. They got one tree still standing, but it's still a beautiful courtyard. Oh, look at the squirrel.
Now, before we go any further, I think now will be a good time to tell you the backstory on General Stone. General Stone and his wife Lydia had a profound impact on Winchester, spanning from his humble beginnings to his influential role in state politics and community development. His legacy, deeply ingrained in the town's history, is marked by diverse contributions, including the rerouting of the Richmond and Grand Rapids Railroad that goes from Winchester, Indiana, to his own property. As Commissary General and State Quartermaster General during the Civil War, he ensured crucial logistical support for Union forces, overseeing supplies for military institutions. Stone's philanthropy, exemplified by his donation of the land for Fountain Park Cemetery and his involvement in banking and local businesses, further underscore his dedication to Winchester's welfare and economic prosperity. The grandeur of the Stone Mansion serves as a tribute to his stature and influence, attracting visitors with its rich history. However, the mansion's recent damage from a tornado on March 14, 2024, necessitates restoration efforts. Once funds are secured, the mansion will reopen, continuing to honor General Stone's remarkable legacy and enchant future guests. Now let's continue.
Let's go off in this room really quick. Let's see what we have back here. Now he said this was part of the kitchen, I believe. It's kind of dark back here. I might need my light. As you can see, they're kind of working on this place. Nothing is original here except the walls and the plaster work and whatnot like that. You can see all the original walls. Speaking of original walls, you see the wood right behind this wall. What does that say? The General ASAHEL Stone Mansion, 1868. Stone was state quartermaster general during the Civil War, twice elected to the state legislature, first press, Rudolph Bank, general manager Winchester. Okay. It's cool to see that. Keep in mind this place is haunted. So we're going to have some dolls and teddy bears left around and stuff. What is this? Notice historic building. Look at all those little spiders right there. Y'all see that? That's creepy. Now what is this? General Stone's residence. Oh, that is it. That's the original picture. Oh, that's cool to see all this. I love this. Yeah, and that's all the houses that he bought out, so he could rent this place out while they were building stuff and working for him. He rented these places out. Here we have a room filled with nothing but Christmas trees. And Ted did say during Christmas time they like to decorate to the gills. So you'll see a Christmas tree in just about every window. Look at the original wallpaper. And you'll notice how short the doorknobs are. That's because the person that lived here, the general, he was only 4'11", which is crazy. in today's standards. But look at this. That doesn't even look like a staircase. That looks more like a ladder. We'll save that part for later, going downstairs. And look at that, attention to detail. It looks like at one point in time, they just had a regular, like a stone wall up, and then they put wallpaper over the stone wall. But look at that, that's all original. How beautiful. Here's the beautiful front porch of it on this rainy, rainy day. We just got done with the first floor. Let's ascend to the second floor. See what's going on with it. Sure. Now look at this. This is the only stained glass window in the whole house, and it's right there. Look how beautiful that is. Wave hi to the camera. Look how beautiful this little curve. That's one thing I like about this mansion is you have this staircase that leads to this beautiful curve right here, and it just curves around the whole house. Now, I don't think the second story has power. I think maybe one room does, but most of it doesn't. I simply love this room. I think it's one of the most beautiful rooms in the mansion on the second floor. Look at this. This is so gorgeous. But you do have water on the floor, and that was from the tornado. Unfortunately, they hit about a week ago. And look, caused that big hole in the ceiling. It did split the tornado in two. That's how structurally sound this place was, or used to be, but it did cause some damage. I don't think there's anything in, there's never gonna be nothing in these drawers since they use it kind of like a museum, but at least we tried. This is beautiful. What is this made out of? It's like feels like porcelain almost, or glass. Could be glass. Have some baby dolls left behind. And another beautiful fireplace. And you know me, I love to look out windows. So let's do just that, because look at this. You'll see some damage that happened to the roof, like right there. That was from the tornado. And all the roofing is made out of some type of slate. And that's what we got. All slate. And no abandoned place is complete without, say it with me, a Singer sewing machine. There we go, and it's all of its glory. I love these. Every abandoned place has one. Yeah, you can see this place is not looking too good lately. They're trying to revive it and renovate it, but you can see halfway down in the first floor through that crack right there.
I wanted to pause the video here because I got lucky and I caught a shadow figure on camera. I didn't realize it till I replayed the footage to confirm this, and I thought it was Ted, but he was downstairs.
And some more water's dripping through. Yeah, they are trying to save it. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. What is that? There is a door right there. I don't know what it leads to. Got a huge hole in the wall. But yeah, look at all the damage that tornado caused. Shout out to the windows. I love these. The designs and everything. Very cloudy today. Rainy, rain, rain all day. Here's a bathroom. Now this looks like it was updated at one point in time. Look at the roof on this end. What do we have in here? There's just some cabinetry and stuff. Yeah, nothing's in there. I figured that. Put that back like we found it. All right, let's take a look gander in here. Oh, this room's cool. Now, Ted was saying something about this room right here. I believe this was the general's changing room. So this is it in all of its glory. I don't think the power works in here either, although we can try. Let's try it. Nope, it does not work. But at least we tried, right? It's a really cool looking room. Very big changing room, if I do say so myself. Let's go into the next room, which I do believe this is the general's bedroom. This is the master bedroom of the whole mansion, it in all of its glory. And this is what we have. Now you see all these houses right here that are on the side? You got these houses and these houses right over here. And what Ted was saying, what he told me, is that he wanted to build this mansion, and when he built the mansion, he had to go find people in Rhode Island, and he had to ship them down. Well, they didn't have anywhere to stay. So what the general did, he built all of these houses right here. They almost kind of look like cookie cutter houses because they look exactly the same. But what he did was he made the workers pay, and he rented those out to the workers to build this very mansion, which we're standing in right now. Can you believe that? You would think he would ship these people down here for free, but nope, he charged them. But at least he gave them some work to do, right? I like the little points and the spires and stuff about this place. Of course, gotta look at our chandeliers because this looks like the same exact chandelier as in that room right there. And look, the general even got his own fireplace too. But this one is a little bit more contrasty. Let me turn on the light so you can see. You see this? You got the two-tone. I think that's really cool. However, I think this fireplace is probably missing an emblem right here. Looked like something kind of screwed on, but it's no longer there. Back to the staircase. This is like a two-tone wood. I'm not sure what type of wood this is made out of, but it is two-tone, as you can see right here. Almost looks like a candy cane. Still on the second floor, this is the general's closet, main walk-in, well, yeah, sort of walk-in closet. It's sort of small, but remember, he did have that huge changing room. Now, I forgot whose room is this, but apparently people thought that the general kept money inside the wall, and especially inside this fireplace. That's why the fireplace looks damaged. They thought money was behind the wall. So they damaged it in order to try to get to it. But little did they know, the general did not keep money in his house. Who knows where he kept it, but not in the house. He was smart. He was a very wealthy businessman too. Oh, look at that. We do have power in here. Whoa, we got bright power in here. That's a little bit too bright. Let me turn those off. That is cool though. One thing I forgot to point out, now this is where we first started when we got to the second floor, but I forgot to point out this area too, because I mean, we got a lot of cubby holes and a lot of secret passages in this house, so it seems. But look at this, we've got a nice closet. I know there's nothing too special about this little closet, but look here. Look at the attention to detail in the door hinges. You got these little points right here, these little spires, and plus this. Look at that. It's all bronze. And again, little bitty doorknobs. Only 3 foot tall. All right, I think we're done with the second floor. Let's head up to the third and final floor and see what we got. Here we go. Here we go. We just made it to the third and final floor. There is no attic, but there is a basement. I'll show you that last. But look at this. He used this area for like more of like a rec room area, I believe, where they had like a pool table and stuff, but they took all that out. And it looks like they probably updated it at one time, because we do have 70s wall paneling right here. We're at the tallest floor, the third floor. This is the shot of the neighborhood that it's in. They keep the lawn well kept and manicured. Attention to detail right here. Look at that. Tornado caused that too. Place is falling apart, y'all. We gotta save this place. Another room. Now I asked Ted, what's up with all the blue splattered paint on top of the ceiling? Well, he said at one point in time they had squatters in here doing drugs and whatever else, and they just went ham on the ceiling with some paint. So that's why that is there. And they're trying to scrape the wood floor right now. I think they were going to put an oil coating over it to make it a little bit more smooth. Oh yeah, it looks like they're trying to definitely save the roof. The downstairs is in really good shape, but the higher you go, the less fortunate it looks. I think this is one of the last rooms on the third floor. Looks like almost like a bedroom. Oh yeah, this is where the general did keep the guest that he invited over. He was very antisocial person, so he put him upstairs in these hot and humid rooms with no ventilation. And the reason why he did that is to get him out of here as fast as he got him in. He was just doing that to be nice. Sounds like me. And that right down there used to be the carriage house at one point in time. That, let me see if I can get a good focus on it. That right there, there we go. That right there used to be the carriage house, but they no longer use it for that. Head back downstairs and go inside the basement. Here we go. All right, so I really want to get you guys familiar with this floor plan. This is where we came from. That's the front door right there. This is the old part of the mansion. Now this is more like the renovated part where they had the back kitchen area. We're not allowed back there, but they're just using that for storage anyway. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys don't really care about that, but here's a little back kitchen area, and you can tell this part was the original part of the house. This from here on is not. So let's go downstairs into the basement, since it's the safer part of the stairwell. We'll work our way down. And it smells just like a basement would. Very musty down here. Very cold and damp. It's your typical basement. But one good thing about this basement is we do have lighting. With a stretcher down here for whatever reason. That's weird. Now, if you were a guest staying here for the night, you do have this room. And remember, watch your step when you get right here, because a lot of people fall, which he told me. We have light right here. You are allowed, as a guest, to spend the night in this room on these mattresses if you want to. But that will be up to you. Let's make our way into the next room. And remember, look at the attention to detail in this place. I know this place is haunted, but maybe you can look past that and to see its beauty. But they did say these spirits are not evil. They are friendly ghosts. But what do we have in here? There's something in here too. Whether you guys believe me or not, this is what I was told, is somebody is buried right behind that wall. So this place does have some dark history to it, even though they do have good spirits here. Whoever did that, of course, was not a good spirit, unless I'm missing something. But you do have power inside this room too. This is weird. This wall right here is all wet. Got a lot of moisture on it. But yeah, this is where that little girl is buried. Somebody's buried right behind that wall, which is unfortunate. let's go in here. Let's turn on this light. And you see right here, we do have some windows. And that's what we're looking at. You can actually see the next street over if we didn't have all this condensation on the windows. But that is part of the structure that we're looking at. Let's go in this room right here. Now you see this? This is almost looks like a ladder, but it is not. Let me get you a side profile. This is the staircase that the servants used to use, because he did have servants for him, and they used to use the staircase. How dangerous is this staircase? It looks more like a ladder more than anything. And you do have this room too. Now this house, if it was made today, this house would definitely not pass up to code, because they have an electrical wire running right there. You see that thick wire right there? But the thing is about this room is there's a shower right here. Why would you take a shower inside of this room with electrical wires running through it? That and that, which is beyond me. Look how damaged this is, the roof right here. From the basement. Well, I was waiting to see some ghosts. I don't see any yet, but if you spend the night here, you may. And believe it or not, you're more than welcome to spend the night in this room too. This is where that little girl got buried at behind that wall right there. You're more than welcome to set up your mattress in here if you want and do whatever. But yeah, you spend the night in here.
There's much more to the story and its hauntings that I left out, including what happened to that little girl that was buried underneath the mansion. But I'll let Ted tell you that part when you book a tour. I would like to give special thanks to Ted and his amazing staff. Hopefully, it will once again reopen to the public. If you would like to book a tour or spend the night, I'll put all links down in the description box below. And thank you for watching.